Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of June 17 to 23. Your cards this week, Libra: energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have Temperance, focused energies this week. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the beautiful omen of the Sun. And you have the Eight of Swords coming in towards the end of the week. So Libra, recent past. We have the Temperance card. So I feel like you are moving out, or some of you were moving out of a darker time, a situation where, it could have potentially taken a lot of your energy. I think it was quite challenging for you. But in recent past, you've moved into a place of healing. You've moved into a place of restoring yourself and rebalancing. You can see in the card here, the character has the two cups, and she's pouring the water representing emotion from one cup to the other and rebalancing those emotions. This is a person that has one foot in sort of the watery emotions and one foot on the grounded aspect of, the physical, tangible of life. So this is a person who's learning to ground themselves and restabilize while being in the flow of life. So, the situation that you were coming out of that may have been difficult could have been something that made you feel destabilized. And, now you're actually learning how to process and rebalance those emotions from that situation while actually being able to still go about your daily tasks, remain in the flow of life. And we can see here the sun rising in the background as that reminder of, there is always a brighter dawn on the horizon, and that you're moving into brighter, happier times. And there's also an element of guidance with the Temperance card. You can see the angelic wings here, and we also have the Sun card in this reading, which is another strong sign of divinity or guidance. So I feel like you are being supported by, by spirit, by the universe, with this healing transition that you're going through. So that's a really beautiful energy. It's also the card of Sagittarius. So, there could have been a Sagittarius involved in the situation from the healing perspective, not from the situation that you're transitioning from. So focus energies this week here, Libra. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and drew a second card for that position, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So, for me, this combination is you starting to rebuild. To rebuild after this time where I feel like before the Temperance energy came in, you probably felt quite vulnerable, quite laid bare, quite stripped back. Maybe the situation actually literally pulled apart the framework of your life. So, you could have had to, I'd been coming out of a relationship where, there was harsh words said. Maybe it affected the way you felt about yourself, your self-esteem. Maybe you're in a situation where you needed to actually, move house, and, you felt like you sort of had lost your stabilizing force or your, your grounding energy through having to move homes. If it was a job situation that went bad, or, there was a loss in the job, there could have been, financial implications of that. And this is you starting to rebuild now, to rebuild after that healing energy has come in and restabilized, restored, renewed. Now you're able to actually think, well, what do I want now, and rebuild in that new direction. Now with the Two of Pentacles here, a few different meanings mixed with the Eight of Pentacles. It could mean that you have several options on the table as you're rebuilding, but it can also be the reminder not to become ungrounded again as you rebuild, because you've just gone through, you can see here, Temperance, you've just gone through the emotional rebalancing. And here we have somebody who is a little bit out of balance again, who's standing on one foot and balancing these pentacles and trying not to drop them, and trying not to go back into emotionally a tumultuous place, because you've just found a sense of calm and rebalance with the Temperance energy. So this is your reminder to, as you rebuild, to please stay emotionally grounded, keep both feet on the ground, to, that is your key to keeping your pentacles in the air this week. Because, you may have you know, multiple things on the go, challenging priorities, you know, work and home run and all those things. The key is to take it slowly and surely and find a steady footing as you're moving through this week and starting to rebuild and re-navigate your new direction. Now, that there is clarified, that combination I clarified from the Star Child Tarot deck with the Sun energy, and I love this card in the reading. You know, it's basically like you've come from maybe a darker time. That healing and rebalancing energy has come in for you. You're starting to rebuild, and now the Sun comes out. And the Sun comes out is that grand omen of protection and universal light. So it's also a sense of being strongly guided as you rebuild and rebalance. The Sun also indicates, you know, somebody who has overcome great challenges, somebody who has literally, you know, pulled down barriers, pulled down walls and moved through them, and is now moving in a really sort of positive direction, and a direction that they have the ability to manifest new dreams, new desires. You know, the reminder with the Pentacle energy is that it can be slow moving energy. So I feel that this week you're starting to do some of the groundwork, lay the foundations, but it may be some time before you actually see new fruits of these labors. The Sun energy is an energy that stays with you for a while, so I think it's really beautiful that you will be guided by this, you know, strong bright light beyond this week and potentially for the next couple of months as well. So you've got that strong guiding light joining you in your life. So at the end of the week we have the Eight of Swords coming in here. Now we've got a double 8 energy here, 8 being the number of mastery and power. I feel like this transition that you're going through here has been a journey back to discovering your own sense of personal power again. You know, after this restoring energy, building up your self-esteem, building up your self-worth, building your self-worth to a place that you are actually able to go, okay, right now I'm actually have the confidence and the courage to start rebuilding a new direction. But, you know, with the Eight of Swords, there's still this kind of remnant of maybe being sort of, what's the word for it, like holding yourself back. I think what you need to be aware of towards the end of the week is any senses of victim mentality, you know, guilt, those kind of feelings. And if they arise, you know, we need to clear them because they can hold you back from your path. The Eight of Swords is somebody who is holding themselves bound and blinded because, as you can see, there's a clear path in front. That sword has been removed. So what it's telling you is that if there is something that you feel like you're being held back by, potentially it's from your own doing. So just make sure it's not your own self-limiting thoughts and actions, because I do see a really clear path here for you moving out of the situation. And I think that the Sun energy has the ability to actually illuminate that path and break free of these bindings for you, so you can actually move forward. So that's what I have for you, Libra. You know, moving forward in a new direction, you're coming out of a period of healing and restoring. Now you're being divinely guided as you start to rebuild your, you know, your new direction, rebuild your life path. The reminder is to stay grounded and balanced, to keep those pentacles in the air, and let go of any self-limiting beliefs and thoughts and actions that arise towards the end of the week. So Libra, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind it is a general reading. It won't resonate with every Libra out there, and we'll see you for another one next week.